Good afternoon, friends. This video is recorded for Hunt for India's Best Academic Project, and our project topic is production and characterization of a blended biomass briquettes. I am Team Madan Kumar. I am the representative of this project, and my team members are N Manigandan and D Kadaravan. Problem statement: there has been a continuous depletion of fossil fuels, and by 2030, there has been a heavy shortage of fossil fuel. So that the researchers are going on the alternate fuel. As a part of it, we are doing in this project. There's firewood charcoal. Firewood charcoal being used in the countries called Brazil for major power production, and it leads to the 90% of deforestation in their country. So they have been transforming to various other fuels. Also the emission from power plant, also from the automobiles, such as carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, NOx, sulfur dioxide, which leads to global warming as well as acid rain. Global warming results in the heat addition to our society. For that, our proposal is to compare firewood charcoal with the blends of a sugarcane, bagasse, corn cob, rice husk. Major objective of our project is to replace the firewood charcoal with the charcoal prepared from the sugarcane, bagasse, corn cob and rice husk. So that we are analyzing the wood charcoal and blended charcoal briquettes based on the following parameters such as cost effectiveness, long lasting, proximate analysis, emission characteristics and burning capacity. Literature review. These are the literature review we have made. That as I have told earlier, 90% of the trees are cut down in the state called Haiti due to the power production, and also we have found that impact loading is more effective. Coming to methodology, this is a process flow for our project. First we have collected the raw materials, and after doing the pyrolysis process we got the charcoal. After getting the charcoal, we have crushed into the fine particles of size 1000 microns. After crushing, we have added a bonding agent, which is nothing but we have used the wheat flour as a bonding agent and mixed it to the crushed particles. After mixing, we have put into the briquetting machine and hammer it to form into the briquettes. After transforming it into the briquettes, we have done the proximate analysis to characterize the fuel based on the moisture content, volatile content, ash content. And also we have found the calorific value. Calorific value is very important for any fuel. It is to find out the heating capacity of any fuel. Finally, we have burned the briquettes and we have done the emission analysis for the briquettes using gas analyzer. These are the raw materials we have collected: corn cob, sugarcane, bagasse, firewood charcoal, rice husk. Charcoal cane, which is we have used this charcoal cane for doing pyrolysis process. At the top we have made a small hole to release the volatile matter and volatile gases present in the raw materials while burning in this drum. First, we want to fill the raw materials of weighed raw materials of 1 kg in this charcoal can and closed it with the cap. We have placed it over the fire for nearly 1 hour or half an hour based on the raw material. After 1 hour, taken the charcoal from the charcoal cane and crushed it into the fine pieces, as I have told earlier, of 1000 microns, and then we feed it into the briquetting machine, and then we have hammered over the pipe so that finally we can get the briquette like structure. Effective burning is very important for any fuel. We have also suggested a stove for burning this briquette. We have made this briquette for domestic users, and in the speciality of this stove is existing hot stove is in this rectangular section. We have transformed it into the cylindrical section. Why cylindrical section is cylindrical section will have the uniform heat flow, so we preferably use as the cylindrical section. In that the fuel will burn inside the blue box, so that the heat produced after burning will escape only through the holes. The topmost will be covered with the part or small metal, and heated gas can only escape through the holes. what happens is the heated gas will heat the incoming air, so that we have used the preheating technology here for burning the fuel, which will increase the efficiency of a burning of a fuel. This is the real working model of a modified Asha stove. We have fabricated this. We have collected the raw material and fill it in the charcoal can of raw materials of 1 kg. After filling it in the charcoal can, we have closed it and placed it over the fire for 1 hour. Then we have got this biomass charcoal. We have crushed into the fine pieces of 1000 microns. Then we have added the bonding agent, which is nothing but a wheat flour. We have added the wheat flour as a bonding agent. Then we have put into the briquetting machine and hammer it. Finally we get the briquettes like this. This is the real-time picture for the briquettes, as we have noted in labeled the name blended charcoal. These are the biomass charcoal obtained from various raw materials. These are the blended samples. I want to say speciality of these 4 samples. First of all, the sample 1 consists of an equal proportion of sugarcane bagasse, corn cob and rice husk. Second sample consists of dominant content of corn cob, and third sample consists of dominant content of sugarcane bagasse. Fourth sample consists of dominant of rice husk. Why we prepared these 4 samples? Because we want to analyze the 4 samples, and we want to finally we will suggest the best sample. We have done the proximate analysis. We have calculated the ultimate analysis. Ultimate analysis is done for elemental characteristics of any biomass charcoal. In that we have found the carbon content, hydrogen and nitrogen content of each and every raw materials. In this we have found the S1 and the S2 is having high carbon content compared to other samples. Also it is somewhat nearer to firewood charcoal. Our major objective is to replace the firewood charcoal, so we are comparing it to the firewood charcoal. In this we have found that S1 is having calorific value of 26.68 and S2 is having a calorific value of 27.07. The emission results also S1 and S2 sample S1 and S2 is having less sulfur dioxide as well as carbon monoxide emission compared to the firewood charcoal. So what we are suggesting is S1 and S2 can replace the firewood charcoal. Heavy smoke. These are some of the applications. Finally, what we are concluding is sample S1 and S2 have calorific value nearer to the firewood charcoal, and it can replace the firewood charcoal. Calculated the emission and proximate and ultimate analysis, and now we are extending our project to determine the absorption characteristics. As I have indicated in the application, there is a purification and filtration. So we are checking in the absorption characteristics of briquettes, so that we can extend it into the evaporated emission where we are using charcoal canister. We can replace the charcoal canister with this charcoal briquettes also. Coming to the real life use, it is used for domestic purposes, daily usage. Rather than satisfying the luxury needs, satisfying the basic needs is very mandatory. That the poor people can use this charcoal briquettes for making their food. Also, it will leads to the small scale businesses for poor people. They can make this charcoal briquettes and sell it to various areas. Future scope of this project is we are extending it to determine the absorption characteristics of a charcoal briquettes, and finally we can extend this project to absorption of evaporating emitted from the fuel tank. The 2 strong reasons for winning this competition is this is a social reforming the project. It will help the poor people to develop themselves, also to satisfy their basic needs, which is nothing but a food can be prepared with this charcoal briquettes, which is a less cost. Also they can do business with this charcoal briquettes. Thank you.